You mean to get it off? Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you think so?
Possibly.
Oh my gosh, look at Sticker Shell.
No, they don't like each other. Lily, why don't you go meet the cow?
What if her name was Pancakes, and then if she has a baby, its name can be Syrup?
What about Maple instead of Mabel?
Maple.
Maple would be...
Are you happy that we have a cow?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so happy.
Trees like a wheel. Why the hell does he want it to be Maple?
I think we need to think about it a little bit more.
Syrup. That's her
Yeah,
name.
Maple syrup. She's interested in
Pig.
Virginia the pig.
Yeah. I see where it's
Oh, don't get electrocuted. Yeah, look at Sugar. She's like, what is in here? They've probably never seen a cow. Get Virginia rooting. She found some soft dirt. Well, there she is, the new addition to the farm. So she is a mini Jersey, and she's about 13 months old. She's going to be a wonderful addition out here. She's already been grazing and having a good old time out here. I haven't been out here with her yet, so we'll see if she tries to bowl me over or something. Hey, bud. We've named her Maple. Oh, okay. All right. And I have some followers here. So she was exposed to a bull before she was brought here for a while. So we're not sure if she could be pregnant, if she's old enough. You know, we're not sure. So we'll have to kind of wait and see, or we may end up having a vet out to check on the horses and stuff, and maybe they could tell us for sure. But it'll be nice if she is, because then we can have babies and we can get some milk out of this whole deal, which is the eventual plan. We'll breed her at some point, probably, you know, next year if all goes well, if she's not already bred. So she's pretty healthy looking. I don't know how Jerseys will look. It'll be a little while of me just getting used to her body type and stuff to see whether she is too thin or you know, we need to beef up the food for her or whatever. But she looks pretty healthy to me. She's a little bony, but I think that's just the way these guys are. She's not sure about Lily. She likes you, but not the goat. So about the only farm animal we haven't had yet is a cow, and so now we've had them all. I think we've had turkeys, we've pigs and chickens and goats and sheep. We haven't had sheep yet either. So maybe we'll get some sheep this year too. Just make sure we have tried everything. So one of the reasons we haven't gotten into cattle is because they're very expensive. So, you know, when you get into cows, you've got to have trailers a lot of times, or borrow trailers to move them around. It's really difficult. Same thing with the horses. You know, there's a whole nother set of things to care for with hooves, and you know, they're obviously a bigger animal, so the water requirements and the food requirements are a lot bigger. Feeding them and all that kind of stuff. There's just a whole bunch that goes along with having cattle. Breeding cattle takes a lot more time and a lot more investment. But I think that at this time we're ready. We've got we've kind of learned a lot over the last few years, and we're ready to start stepping things up and making more investments in livestock and pastures and things like that, and trying to figure out how to separate things off and where to make pastures. You know, where's the best environment on our property for our pigs? Where's the best environment on our property for chickens and for cows and for horses and all this stuff? So we've kind of got a good idea of those things now, and so I think we're ready to start taking bigger steps into more livestock and bigger livestock probably next year. We're going to be doing some preparations and things like that through the fall and through the spring next year, and then we'll probably, you know, if we breed her out, we may end up getting a bull. And we may end up getting more cows, and you know, who knows what we'll get into. One of the biggest reasons why we didn't get a cow or haven't gotten cattle earlier in our walk in this homestead or farm is because they're very expensive. If you want to get, like we were looking at Highlands, you know, we were talking about $1,500, $2,000, $2,500 for a registered Highland, which is what we wanted. And you know, that's a good chunk of change to throw into an animal that's just one, you know, and that's not going to do you any good. You got to have a bull too in order to breed them, and that's a whole nother, you know, another $1,000, another $1,500, and then you got to wait like a year. They take a long time for you know, the gestation period for cattle is long. So it's just a longer term and a higher financial requirement investment. So, but with her, she's a smaller breed. She's a great milk, going to be a great milk cow for us. And the goat milk just wasn't getting us enough to really, you know, do what we wanted to do with it. With her, we can make more cheese. We can actually, you know, everybody will drink the milk, which they weren't real fond of the goat's milk. And so we're excited. We're excited to get into this and try something new we haven't tried before and see how it goes. You know, that's what this is all about. So the only reason we were able to get this cow was because we were able to trade. We traded 4 of our Nigerian dwarf does. 2 of them were actually a pygmy Nigerian dwarf cross, which we kind of wanted to get away from. And the other 2 were does that were born from the buck that we already have here. And so we couldn't breed them again with the buck that we have. We also got rid of an extra buck that we had and some other wethers, and we just really thinned down the amount of goats we have. But trading those 4 does, those 4 goats for this cow was a great investment and a great deal for us, as it was a great deal for the person that needed the goats. And I think that's a really important thing to remember when you're farming and homesteading, is that this has happened quite often with us. Trading animals and trading livestock is a great way to get new genes in your lines if you're breeding. We're looking to actually trade one of our American guinea hog pig boars that we have right now. We're trading it, maybe trade it out for someone else so we can get a new bloodline. And so just things like that you just want to keep in mind. It's not always just about selling and buying. Sometimes you can just straight up trade and get rid of some animals that you don't need or don't want, or want to change things up and get something that you do want. I also traded a goat this year for the drone that you've seen some footage from earlier in the season with hay and things like that. I get it out, do some field shots and other things. It's not a real super high-end drone, but it's you know, it's worth a few $100s. And so I traded one of our pregnant does earlier this spring for the drone, and that worked out really good. A guy, a friend of ours, didn't need the drone, doesn't really use it, and of course I could use it, and we didn't need more goats. We had a lot of goats this year. So trading livestock's a great thing to remember and a great thing to think about, and we're just so happy. It's so cool to hear the cow, you know, mooing out here in the pasture in the morning and things, and the horses making their noises, and the pigs and the goats. So we still have some goats, obviously, and it's just cool. So it feels like a real farm once you have a cow, you know. They brought her over. She actually had a halter on, so I know once she gets comfortable out here, once she gets used to us, we'll probably be able to get a halter on her and actually, you know, lead her around and stuff. Come here. So you'll be seeing more of our new cow Maple around here. She'll be, I'm sure, giving us lots to do around here. So with winter coming, we need to figure out watering for the horses and the cows. It's a whole new thing. You know, goats just need a little bucket of water, but these guys, these bigger animals, they drink a lot of water. So we're going to be doing some unique things. It's loud. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the surprise new animal that we got on the farm. Trading goats for a cow. It's a pretty good deal for us. So we're happy. We've just been out here looking at her, watching her. It's just been exciting to have a new animal on the farm. It always is, and especially one we've never had before. So don't forget to hit thumbs up on the video today, guys. And of course, if this is your first time to the SSL Family Dad channel, I'd love to have you subscribe. We are, well, lots of fun animal things coming up if you're into that. DIY projects and repairing things and running old tractors and making hay and gardening and whatever else you can imagine us doing out here. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.